trades today. No trades today. No trade signals for the signal strength trader. So we are minus 0.5% approximately as we close the month of October of 2023. Signal strength trader is our portfolio money management algorithm. It looks at a long list of NASDAQ strategies, 17 NASDAQ strategies, and if there are plus 4 long, then it takes a long signal. If it's short 4, then it takes a short signal, and there were none. You can see the maximum position today in the NASDAQ is plus 2, and the old stock index portfolio 34 is down 1,800 on the day, and with long too long NQs, flat on the ES since about 1,300. Very dull day pre-FOMC. Very begrudging uptrend, just fighting and fighting and fighting. It's a very low volatility looking uptrend. VIX is still at 18, so the VIX is settled down a little bit below 20, and it's been a very, it's probably one of the weakest bounces, basically a 3.5 day bounce off of last Thursday's low. Pretty weak. And we have FOMC tomorrow. We'll trade the FOMC trader. I'll go over the FOMC trader in a minute. Let's first look at the trading system signals on the day for things like S&P portfolio 21. So let's look at the trades. Plus 1162.50 on DTM4. It was right at a worst case drawdown yesterday. The S&P portfolio 21, and then it's plus 1162.50 here, plus 575 here. Gap fill one is plus 475. So 3 out of 3. And this would have been up 16, about 2,000 today, but it was in a 20, right at a $29,000 drawdown. And let's look at the stock index portfolio 34 S&P strategy. SR CounterTrend, nice short, gap fill, nice short. Opening chop had a long trade of plus 300. Opening chop here plus 1250, and then take CounterTrend dynamic turnaround minus 1300. Took a long trade, took a short trade. And then let's look at the stock index portfolio 34. NASDAQ strategies, Viper continues to be one of our top strategies, plus 990. EVP1 minus 670. EVP or AT 2022 minus 1125. Tick long plus 160. Momentum reversal down on the day minus 1225. And so surprising price action overall, in my opinion, to see so many breakouts. If you were to count the number of false breakouts on the longs and shorts, it would have to be, it would seem like a record to me, the way the market makes reversals here, the way it changes directions all day long. At the end of the day, it looks easy. It looks like a buy the dip, slow rally back. But intraday, there's a lot of dynamics going on, and it looks like it's about to rally. It looks like it's about to reverse, about to rally, about to reverse. And so, yeah, it's certainly at the end of the day, you can see a nice uptrend to buy this. But still, very different market environment than we've been in the long term. Let's look at some of our strategies that we talked about yesterday. So these are a couple of strategies that we put together last week based on the market environment that have worked really well since June. And you see this first one that takes reversals around 1,300. Got short right here, down on the day. This one did really well today. Has done really, really well, even though the current trade is a losing trade. You can see just shorting the high of the session. There's a session high right there, and it got short on that. And so you could see shorting the session high here, going along at the session low, and then hitting its profit target, and then shorting at the session high again. And so, talking about divergent price action, shorting at new highs and new lows certainly is something to look at, a variation of that. And it's worked really well. And so these strategies worked well since June, but not before. And so taking a look at this strategy, really good results, only 86.70 drawdown. And this date up here says 5/30/2003. This date is says 10/30/2022, but we set the date in the easy language to only go back to June because it doesn't work before that, and we wanted to focus on the trades that worked. These are strategies we're watching, not trading right now, and have just developed. And so these are hypothetical results, impossible to have live results for a new strategy that you're back testing. Sometimes I get questions about a brand new strategy that I just back tested, and someone will ask me what the live results are. It's impossible to have live results for a strategy that you just developed and you're looking at. We're just looking at the hypotheticals now, trying to sink in with the market. And so this is the equity curve for this strategy that takes reversals around the 1300 time of day, 57.35, and it's more profitable on the short side, surprisingly. So we can take a look at the long trades plus 16K, short trades plus 28K, and the question, like I said yesterday, what happens when you have really good strategies but they don't test well prior to June of 2023, and a lot of the strategies that you're trading, they aren't working that great in this market environment because there's so many reversals as compared to the last 7 years, 3, 5, 7-year look back. There's just no real trends and just complete reversal type market all day long, every day. Surprised, I thought yesterday or today we might get a breakout. The theory behind trading and markets is that 70 to 80% of the time the market trends, and 20 to 30% of the time, actually that 70 to 80% of the time the market is choppy or counter trend. 20 to 30% of the time the market trends, and lately it seems more like 99% of the time the market is choppy, and 1% of the time the market is trendy, based on intraday price action. You get a little bit different perspective if you look at end of day bar charts. But if you look at intraday price action, it seems more like this lately. Extreme tilt to the bell curve of the long-term norm. We're over here. If the norm is this right here, where we get 70 to 80% chop, 20 to 30% trend, which is very tradable, and you have you're in this tail right here, 1% probability tail where 99% chop and 1% trend. It's hard to measure this. These are just approximations and observations, and could be extreme, but that is the market environment that we are looking at right now and trying to adjust with and lock into as traders. Here is a strategy going back to November 2021, 2 years back. Trading FOMC days, only 17 sample size. Not a very long sample size. Doesn't work that great prior to 2 years ago. But we're going to trade it tomorrow. It only risks 1,000, and the profit target is 5,000. So if you are a stock index portfolio subscriber, you have this 5-to-1 setup that's right 70% of the time on the last 17 trades over the last 2 years, trading FOMC day, and the trades start after 2 p.m. After 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we wait till that time to start taking trades. That's when the FOMC statement is released, and so it'll be interesting to see what happens with the statement tomorrow and where interest rates will go. And I'll be looking forward to trading this strategy. We'll turn the signal strength trader off, and we'll turn on FOMC trader and trade it tomorrow afternoon. For the first trading day of November, we have 2 trading months left in 2023, and these are the trades on the day, hypothetical trades on the day, since there were no trades for the last trading day of the month, October 31st, 2023.
Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.